Today we have to continue Metta Sutta. If yogi wants to dwell penetrating the state of calm, he should practice the three kinds of training. He should be able, upright, very upright, obedient, gentle, and not conceited. And he should be contented, easy to take care of, have few activities, have light living, etc. Today we have to continue Santosaka. Yogi should be contented. The monk or the yogi should be contented with what is available. The yogi should be contented with what is available to him in his own capacity or within his own ability. And yogi should be satisfied with properties appropriate or suitable for the purpose. There are three kinds of contentment. In this mundane world, to have satisfaction with one's own wealth is important. If we not contented, we become miserable. It is not within our own reach, and if we eagerly desire of that properties, if we do anything that ought not to be done, we may likely to commit a criminal offense. So, if he desire for a things which is not obtainable, extreme misery will occur to him. If the head of the household is not satisfied with the meals cooked and served at his own house, he can be quarrelsome with the housewife. So in the present day world, there are a number of multi-millionaires who have become miserable because they are not contented with what they own and possess. However, you are not billionaire or millionaire. If you satisfy with your own condition, you can find happiness. So Buddha preached that Santoti Paramandana, contentment is the best property. So that is true, that is very natural. A person who is practicing meditation should be contented in everything. The next thing is Suparoja. That means the monks should be easily supported by both male and female benefactors. He should be easy to take care of. The benefactors offer robes, monastery and medicine to the monks. They may not be good enough to meet the monks' liking. The monks should be accepted. The monks should accept these requisites without grumble and without complaint. Oh, I like that one, I don't like this, and I like another one, I don't like the kinds of things. So he should not complain in this way. Bhikkhus are supported by lay benefactors. Lay people, they themselves take normal meals and normal clothes and normal lodging. But they offer to the Sangha superior clothes and superior meal, good monastery to the Sangha. So lay people offer food and other requisites to the monks and yogis with the expectation that this will support energetic practice. Only by practicing meditation energetically, the monks and yogis can honor their supporters. When lay people or benefactors offer requisites to the monks, it is not suitable for the monk to pick and choose any kinds of requisites offered in donation. If we pick and choose the good one, it will be a burden for the benefactors to support easily. A few years ago in our country, there was a monk liked chicken curry. That bhikkhu, that monk refused to take meat without a dish of chicken curry. So his donors had to be always worrying about a dish of chicken curry to be provided. And then one day they traveling to another town. While traveling, no chicken dish was available due to circumstances. So for the whole day, that monk totally abstained from taking meat. He protected. So it is very strange why he had behaved in this way. Such an attitude can be called dobara, difficult to take care of, instead of subara. So it is for monk or yogis to be satisfied with frugal meals as may be offered by the benefactors. Even the benefactors offered good qualities. Some of the narrow-minded monks might become upset and make a twisted face, despite the fact that the offering made by the benefactors are good qualities. So that monk might show his anger and greed, blaming the donors, and in front of the donors he gives them away to others. So such kinds of monk or yogis is difficult to be pleased and easily supported by the benefactors or supporters. So a monk or a yogi who is easy to take care of, he accepts what is offered, whether good or bad, with satisfaction and delight, which will be reflected on his face. A monk or yogi who is greedy and not easy to take care of, he will find it difficult to develop metta bhavana or vipassana meditation. So it will also be difficult for him to achieve realization of knowledge in the practice of other kinds of meditation. So Buddha gave instruction to become person to be easy to take care of in the practice of meditation. Some narrow-minded monks have the kinds of attitude. May donors offer requisites to me, not little. May donor offer me in a larger scale, not inferior. May they offer me superior ones, not later. May donors offer me very soon, the grand ones. But due to circumstances, if the monk cannot obtain that superior one, he have to suffer. But a monk or a yogi have the kinds of good attitude. They are not my relatives, they are only the volunteers, they are only the supporters. Due to condition, if they cannot offer me or if they cannot arranged properly, how can I get superior one? So having the kinds of right attitude and right reflection towards the donor or supporters or volunteers, the monk approach to the donor. He will not be upset when he does not obtain superior one. Venerable Mahakassapa had that kinds of right attitude. Buddha expounded the monks to emulate the Venerable Mahakassapa. The next expression is Appa Kechocha. Appa means few, Kecha means duties or activities. The monks should have few duties, or the yogis have few activities. So the best things for one who is seriously developing any kinds of meditation is to abstain from performing other duties, or the yogi have to keep himself free from other duties or other activities, except in matters which are unavoidably essential to be attended to. So Buddha said to have few activities or to have few duties. So you have many duties, you have many activities, you have duty for your family, you have duty for your community, you have duty for your country. For monks also duty of the monk, duty to our preceptor, etc. Many duties, many activities we have. So the monk have to practice meditation. So before practicing meditation, he have to cut off some impediments or some obstacle. In the path of purification, the Visuddhimagga mentioned to cut off 10 impediments. In Pali it is called Palibodha. So the first impediment is avasa, that is dwelling, a single room or a single hut or a whole monastery for the community is called a dwelling. And this is not an impediment for all the monks. So it is an impediment only for the monk whose mind is exercised about the building, what goes on there, or who has, or the monks store many belongings in that monastery. So that kinds of monk, his mind is caught by some business connected with a monastery. So dwelling is impediment for that monk. So in that dwelling or in that monastery, the monk can get water, food, and other requisites easily. So he attached to that dwelling. Then that dwelling become an impediment for that monk. So yogi, coming here, you cut off all your attachment to your dwelling. In the retreat, not like your home, the dwelling, the sleeping room and dining room is smaller than your home. It is important to cut off the attachment to our dwelling. Second impediment is kula, or family. Family means a family consisting of relatives or of supporters. For even a family consisting of supporters is an impediment. For the monk who lives in close association with them, the monk is pleased, the monk is happy when the devotees are happy and pleased. So that monk lives in close association with them. He cannot go any other places to practice meditation without the members of his supporters, because the monk attached to devotees or donors. Second, impediments of family. Also, the yogi, you cut off all your attachment to the family to practice meditation. Another impediment is labha or gain. Gain is the 4 requisites for the monks: meals, robes, dwelling, and medicine. So how these 4 requisites and impediment? The monks have done a lot of merits in the past. So wherever he goes, people give him a large supply of requisites. They offer a lot to the monks. So the monk have to give blessing to them, and the monk have to teach them the Dharma. And then he is very busy, so he have no chance to practice meditation. So this is an impediment. So he should leave his group and he go the place where he is not known by others. So this is a way his impediment is to be cut off. So another impediment is class. Class is a group of students of suttas or abhidhamma. So the monk have to give instruction, and he have to teach Suttanta and Abhidhamma. So he is very busy, so he have no opportunity to practice meditation. So the monk have to sever that impediment in this way. If the lessons of the main part are little still remains, he should finish that off and then go to the forest to practice. If he have much lessons still remains, the monk have to approach another teacher, and he have to request the teacher, please help me to teach the Dharma. If he does not find anyone in this way, he should take leave of the class. He have to say to his students, all my students, I have a task to do. I have to practice meditation. You can go where it will be suitable for you. So in this way, he requests his students go to the forest, and he should practice meditation. Another impediment is the building or karma, new building work. So in the monastery, there are many activities: planting, watering, and painting, arranging the platform, etc. All these are building work. Here in TMC, everything is done by the TMC staff and supporters. So monks have nothing to do. So it is no obstacle for the monk. Monk have only to practice. But here, for these building work, the monk have to, it is always an impediment for the monk. So the monk should cut off these impediment. So if little work remains, it should be completed. If much remains, it should be handed over to the community or a monk who can do. If he cannot find any monk who can do, the monk should relinquish it to the community and depart and practice meditation. So another impediment is travel. Travel is going on a journey. The monk have fixed a date for ordination, and if novice or requisite is not obtainable, the monk cannot wait, and he goes to the forest to practice meditation. But when he practices, he will find it difficult to get rid of the thoughts about his job. So the thoughts coming into his mind. So he have to do the journey and carry on his business, and then he can practice meditation. So another impediment is kin or relatives. Kin in the case of the monastery means teacher, preceptor, students, novice, etc. In the case of the house, kin means mother, father, brothers, uncle, and so on. When they are sick, they are an impediment for the monk or practitioner. So that impediment should be cut off by curing them with nothing. If the preceptor is sick, the monk have to take him to the physician, etc. If your son or brothers is sick, you have to take them to the physician and give him medicine, etc. And then you can practice meditation. Another impediment is affliction, roga. It is any kinds of sickness or illness. It is an impediment when it is actually afflicting. So it should be cut off by treatment with medicine. But if it is not cured, after taking medicine for a few days, the sick monk have to reflect or remind. So he have to say like this: Khanda, body, I am not your slave. I am not your employee. I have come to suffering through maintaining you through the beginningless rounds of samsara. So the monk have to reflect to the body in this way, and then he can practice meditation. So another impediment is pariyatti, or the learning of books. Books means responsibility for the learning, responsibility for the scriptures. This is an impediment only for the monk or the yogi who is constantly busy with recitation or learning or busy with books. So the last one is supernormal powers. Supernormal powers are the supernormal powers of the Puthujjana, ordinary man. Supernormal powers are difficult to maintain, like a grown infant, and the slightest things can break the kinds of power. But supernormal powers are an impediment for insight knowledge, not for concentration, because supernormal powers are obtainable through concentration. So the supernormal powers are an impediment that should be cut off who wants to practice vipassana meditation. So these are the 10 impediments for the monks to be cut off before practicing meditation. So yogis coming here to practice meditation, you all are seriously want to develop meditation, so you have to abstain from performing other duties. Yogi has to keep free from other duties except in matters which are unavoidably essential to be attended to. Main job or the main project, understand the Dharma, to realize the reality, to perceive the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates. So in the Dhammapada, Buddha mentioned yoja visasatan jive apasan udaya bayan ekahan jivitan seyo pasato udaya bayan. Better than 100 years in the life of a person who does not perceive the arising and dissolving of the aggregates is a day in the life of one who perceives the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates. So it is very important to perceive the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates of mind and matter. So other duties, ignore, you cut off all other activities, and you all are coming here to practice the most opportune moment. So we have to remember Buddha words. The most important things is to perceive the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates. Follow my recitation. Better than 100 years in the life
100 years in the life
of a person who does not perceive the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates is a day in the life of one who perceive the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates. So it is very important to understand or to perceive the arising and dissolving of the five aggregates. It is all the yogi's objective, and you seriously want to perceive, want to realize the true nature. So other duties you ignore and you cut off, and coming to here and practice is very fortunate. The discourse for tomorrow, we have to stop our discourse for today by practicing Satipatthana with Vipassana meditation, by observing every phenomena occurring at the six senses continuously and meticulously. May all practitioners perceive the arising and dissolving of the psychophysical process. May you all realize the real peace in the very near future.